Welcome to Hearts of Iron 4, the only game that I have exactly 1,154.5 hours in on Steam. It's true. Look. Today, I've decided I want to revive one of the world's oldest and most prestigious empires in all of history. So today, we'll be starting as the incredibly weak nation of Greece. And by taking advantage of their small yet surprisingly strong focus tree, we'll be able to turn them into the world's newest superpower with an army to rival any country, all before World War II even starts. Alright, you bunch of troglodytes, welcome to the Kingdom of Greece. This little country in Europe was known for exactly 3 things during World War II. Number 1, being poor as fuck. Number 2, being in a shitload of debt. And number 3, shoving a metaphorical broomstick up Mussolini's ass when he tried to invade the country. Now, personally, I find that final point to be the most interesting of the 3. However, Germany did not find it very interesting at all, and instead sent the entire military down to curb stomp them when this happened and ruined everybody's fun. This will not be the case today, because today, my friends, I'm going to be turning Greece into one of the strongest military powers in all of Europe before World War II kicks off. So, if you're ready, let's begin. Now, in order to pull this strategy off, we are going to need to go down the far left path in the focus tree, all the way down here to reviving the double-headed eagle. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with this, as this is the path to revive Byzantium. And if you don't know what Byzantium is, it is basically just the Eastern Roman Empire, or the continuation of Rome. And it can be absolutely busted if done correctly. Once we get all the way down here, Greece will have the option to revive Byzantium, and my friends, it is absolutely busted if we can pull this off early. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Now, in order to actually go down the left path at all, we actually have to unlock said ability because it's grayed out from the beginning. I can hover over this, it says we don't meet the requirements. Now, in order to actually fulfill the requirements, we just need to come to the Decisions tab, and you need to place the king under house arrest. Now, once these 25 days are up, we're going to have access to this far left focus, but we don't want to do this one yet. Instead, we want to go ahead and focus on fixing our economy, because the Greek economy is absolutely balls. So go ahead and snag this focus right here, devaluating the drachma. At least I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced. I don't speak Greek, I speak American. Now, whether or not that's a good thing is up for debate. And now I'm going to be explaining to you why exactly the Greek economy sucks. Exhibit A, debt to the IFC. Consumer goods factories factor 30% and minus 10% stability. This modifier is absolutely ass. And immediately next to it, we have foreign monopolies, which is another 40% consumer goods. So these two together kind of suck. Along with that, we also have agrarian society, which is hurting our recruitable population factor by 45%. So if you haven't yet figured it out, the Greek economy is absolutely ass. Now, as far as the military is concerned, we don't need to worry about this too much. Just change this one horse guy over to an infantry guy, because our basic starting infantry template is actually not too bad. So grab the entire military, throw them into one army group, go ahead and put it on the Bulgarian border, and assign a field marshal. Don't assign a commander yet, because we're going to get access to some better ones. Instead, I'm simply going to wait until we get some better guys. So all I'm going to do is just go ahead and create an offensive plan into Bulgaria, because we will be attacking them in the future, and I just want to go ahead and get planning bonus while I'm at it. Now, as for our actual economy management, go ahead and build some early destroyers. We're just going to set this to be infinite, because it really doesn't matter. This is the easy way out. And finally, building up stuff, we're just going to build up some infrastructure in Epirus, and I'm going to throw down a civilian factory there, because this is not where we're going to be getting most of our economy from anyway. And with that, we are simply going to unpause until this focus is done, and hope that we don't get the one bad event that makes us restart. There we go, the election event has triggered, which means that we now have access to the left side of the focus tree. That is awesome. And we now have this man in charge of the country, and he's got a lot of good stuff. War support, stability, political advisor cost, and daily political power gain. All that good stuff. And we're going to hope that this man stays alive just long enough to get everything done that we need to get done, because there is a chance that he can die, and if he dies too early, I recommend just restarting, but that's not too likely to happen. So now that devaluating the drachma is done, we are immediately going to move on to the one under it. Alright, utilize our strengths is now done. Now, what we're going to do at this point is begin improving relations with 4 countries. Those are going to be the Soviet Union, the German Reich, France, and the United Kingdom. Now, the reason for this is because of our next focus, open foreign subsidized factories. So basically what this focus does is for every one of those 4 countries that we have 80 relations with or higher, we're going to get a free civilian factory and free military factory. 8 factories altogether, and it's just pretty strong. Now, the reason I like this one over the bedrock of Balkan financial stability is because it gives us military factories. Military factories are what you use to build a military, and we want to outpace our neighbors as quickly as possible. Also, while while you're doing this, we do have the option to go ahead and fix some of our IFC debt. We will be doing this. We'll be doing this in a little bit of a weird way, though. We're going to start off by paying off the British. Just get them completely paid off. All right, we've got 1 day until our focus is done. I can go ahead and check my relations. We got 90 with the Soviets, 90 with Germany, 100 with France, and 100 with the United Kingdom. So that's going to be perfect. We're going to unpause that, and that is going to give us 8 more factories. Altogether, we're now chilling at a solid 19. We have 6 military factories and 14 civilian factories now. So I'm going to add 3 factories on basic infantry equipment and 1 on support equipment, then move everything up like so, and then start trading with those new factories with the Soviet Union specifically. This is just because we have a land border with them. It's going to be very, very easy to continue to trade with them because our #1 priority right now economically is getting our infantry equipment deficit fixed. We're going to be fighting a semi-difficult war in the future, so we need to make sure we get on this as quickly as possible. Now, once this focus is done, we don't really need to keep pushing further. Instead, we're going to go all the way to the left here and begin going down our political path. So just start doing those, and at this point, you're beginning to realize that a lot of the early game on Greece is simply waiting for focuses to be done. And next focus, we're going to continue to push down this left path. 35-day focus, just get it done. Now, I will go ahead and mention that there is a chance that this man right here, I'm not even going to pretend like I'm going to try to pronounce that name, but this man, he has a chance to die, and if he does die, it's going to tank our war support. We will then have a problem with running limited conscriptions, and you're going to get strikes and blah 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 and whatever. If you can get this first top left one done before he dies, you will have plenty of time to beat any strikes or whatnot that come with it. So just push down to here. Once you get here, you will have enough war support to stay on that conscription level. And once that top left focus is indeed done, you will have access to more generals. Now, I recommend taking this man right here. He is just really, really damn good. I'm going to throw him on. Now, to be completely honest, we don't exactly need all the things that these focuses give us. We just need to get down to resurrecting the Megali idea. This is our main priority at the moment, so we want to beeline it for this right here. Another focus done, and that means it's time to go on to another focus, and at this point, I'm just going to beeline it straight down until I get all the way down here, and you will eventually begin to get these little fascist notifications. Long story short, you basically want to support them at any chance you can get, because we will be having a little bit of a fascistic government once we are done with everything, so just keep that in mind. Our supply of guns is slowly getting fixed, which is a very, very good thing. And another focus. This one's a 35-day. So yeah, the EEE is going to start giving you a bunch of little events and whatnot. I recommend just siding with them whenever possible. Another focus done. Heading down to the Anatolian refugees. And we are almost ready to perform some interesting maneuvers. Now, one thing I want to do right now is edit this basic infantry division. I want to duplicate this. Instead of editing the base one, I want this to be a different one, and I'm going to add some artillery to this guy. These are going to be our troop movers, because I need them to move troops in the future. That's going to make sense once we get there. But we basically just want 2 probably units of these guys. We're going to go ahead and train them once we get enough artillery and infantry equipment and all that to fill out our main ranks. So go ahead and train just 2 of them. 2 is perfectly fine. And we get another little event for the EEE. We're just going to continue to side with them pretty much whenever possible. Gives us war support, gives us all that stuff. It's going to be things that we need. After we're done with the British debt, we can then move on to the Italian debt. And another little event, we're just going to continue to side with them. That is completely all right, completely fine, and we are just about done with everything on this side. Another one, we're just going to go ahead and take this top one here, just aligning with them as much as possible, and now we can go down to this one. Now, this is a 140-day focus, but it's not going to be once we're done with it. So, long story short, we're basically having a big thing that says, hey, we need to take all that stuff that we were supposed to take in World War I. So you get 2 options at this point. You can either invite just the United Kingdom and France, or you can invite the United Kingdom, France, and Italy. Now, I find that doing the bottom one actually leads to a better result, but if you do the top one, you lose some stability, versus if you do the bottom one, it seems that you don't, I think? We'll see if that continues to be the case or not. Only Italy attends the convention, so we're just gonna say no, call it off, doesn't even matter. Don't lose any stability, and now the focus should skip itself. Yep, there it is. It is completely skipped. Now, at this point, you can move on to Horror and Fear, which will immediately declare war on Turkey. Now, we don't want to do this yet, mainly because we only have this little corridor with Turkey over a river, and it's going to be very, very difficult to try and push across and take them down, which is why instead we will be declaring war on Bulgaria here in just a second. So instead, we're going going to go back and focus on more of the economy side of things. Specifically, we're going to move down to this one right here. Export more luxury commodities, and now we can fill out some more of our military staff. So obviously, we want the infantry expert just for better pushing. You can take the artillery expert if you really want to. Not really essential. I'm instead going to go ahead and grab the Grand Battle Plan expert guy, and this is fine enough. Looks like the war in China has just kicked off, which is perfectly on time for the EEE coup. So eventually, if you support them long enough, they will initiate a coup against you. And we're going to let them. That is going to turn us into a fascist state, and the nice part about being a fascist is that we can just declare war on people, specifically Bulgaria. I want them gone. So, justify war goal, and we are going to be invading them pretty much as soon as we possibly can. We'll be picking up a few more military factories with this right focus here. You can get some civilian factories on the left side. You can actually get more factories overall. But again, I value the military factories more than the civilian factories just because they help us take out our neighbors as quickly as possible. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Now, these two guys that you built with a lot of artillery in them, you're going to stick them on the left side of this front because our battle plan is going to be punching through this little forest area right here and shooting all the way up to Sofia, stretching their lines as much as possible, and then sneaking for as many victory points as possible, basically trying to kill Bulgaria as quickly as possible. And unfortunately, our super sick leader did eventually die. He died in 1937. Like I say, if this man dies way too soon, you can just go ahead and restart the run. It's pretty random when he actually decides to keel over. All right, so war goal against Bulgaria is finally done. We're going to go ahead and declare this war pretty much immediately. Send them in. Send the declaration, go ahead and start this battle plan that we have been training for a long-ass time, and we should pretty easily curb stomp the Bulgarians. On this left side, we are absolutely bulldozing through them, so I'm going to go ahead and tell some dudes to push for Sofia as quickly as possible, because most of their line is going to be completely pinned. They will not be able to manage a solid defense against us in the slightest. You're not going to stop me, sir. No, thank you. And we're in the capital. Awesome. Punch you. You go back here to Sofia. And he's dead. Awesome. Conscription law, I'm going to move up pretty much as soon as possible because manpower is going to be a problem for us in the immediate. All right, take it, take it. Nice. Now these guys are encircled. Just run for the capital. Get it, get it. Nope, you got stopped. And that's it. War with Bulgaria is over. Now, at this point, we need to actually be a little bit picky, a little bit choosy on what we want. So, we want to take specifically two states. This one right here and this one right here. Submit that demand, and then for the rest of Bulgaria, we simply want to puppet them. This is quite a bit important that you do not take all of it. Do not annex all of Bulgaria. You do not want all of Bulgaria. Most people cannot handle all of Bulgaria. So this is essentially the peace deal that you want to go with. This is perfect. So we're just going to confirm and exit. This is good. If you're pretty close to finishing up a focus, you can go ahead and finish it. I am not very far along this one, so I'm going to cancel this one actually, and I am instead going to move on to this one. Horror and fear. This is the big one that starts the war with Turkey. We want to do this pretty much as soon as possible. So go ahead and start that one. And now to get ready for this war, I need to explain a few things. Number one, Turkey is a little bit strong, but not that strong. They have about probably like 30-ish battalions somewhere in there. Not too bad. We have about 21, and we will have more later. We can absolutely win a war against Turkey. That is not a problem. What is a problem is that they're actively being guaranteed by Romania, and the problem is Romania is also kind of strong. So we're essentially fighting two powers that are both a little bit stronger than us altogether, and this is problematic. This is why we wanted to take specifically the way we did everything right here. If we were to take these Bulgarian states, Romania would be able to have this massive front line against us, and they'd be able to push us in pretty well, which would be a no bueno moment. So instead, we've only given them access to two provinces that they can actually push on, and we're going to be able to hold these much, much easier. So we're going to be making two front lines, one on the Romanian border and one on the Turkish border. You probably want about 6 divisions up on the Romanian border. Everyone else can go to Turkey. And now your construction queue needs to change. So what we need to do is just build up probably about 1 fort on each province here, because we do not want them breaking through. And we'll probably upgrade them all to tier 2s in the future, but for now we are good. So the game plan against Turkey is going to be very, very simple. We are going to push down into this province and into Istanbul, and we will try to destroy every single unit on the Balkan side of Turkey. This shouldn't be that hard, but we will need to take advantage of a few little minor tricks to get a little bit of an edge, which is why I've created this little battle plan. If we can break this one territory, taking the rest of Istanbul is easy. And just a few days left until this war kicks off, and as soon as this is done, we are going to be at war with both Turkey and Romania, so make sure you are ready for that before this finishes. And let's go. Now, you'll notice immediately that they begin full sending us pretty much with everything they got. This is perfect. This is going to weaken their defenses, and I'm completely content to just let them sit and push me. Now, once this one's done, we want to go ahead and snatch up this reviving the double-headed eagle as quickly as possible, because this is a prerequisite to actually forming Byzantium, and we want to form Byzantium pretty much as soon as we get the chance to. So go ahead and get that done. And now we just sit and wait. We're completely content to let them bash themselves into me. Now, eventually they will weaken themselves enough to the point where we can actually just simply push into them. Not yet, though. Oh, is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Oh, it looks promising. It looks promising. They're getting weak. Oh, I think this might be it. Push him out. Push him out. You're so close. Big hits. Big hits. 61. Oh, 1 unit left. Oh, we got him. Push him out. All right, we need to make sure that we do this perfectly at this point. We're going to go here. These 3 are going to go here, and then you are going to go back. You're going to pin, and you are going to pin. If we do this correctly, we will have them completely surrounded. Break it. Break it. 89. Come on. Fall. Fall, please. They keep bringing more troops in. That's cheating. You can't do that. Big crush. Big surround. Big victory. They're not entrenched anymore. No more defenses. They're giving a melt. Perfect. This is exactly what we needed. Now all of you can crush this point, and the encirclement goes crazy. And that is a massive blow to the Turkish military. And excellent. Oh, they can't get out. There's no escape. Free money for me. Perfect. Now, at this point, to make things easy, I'm going to simply set up my defenses again. At this point, I'm going to pull everybody off, let them push up, because they still have a few more troops that I'd really like. We weren't able to catch as many as I really wanted to in that initial engagement, but that'll be all right. All right, and now that they push back up, we can simply just do the exact same thing a second time, this time crushing the remainder of their military. Push into Istanbul, and if we can trap the rest of the Turkish military in its entirety. And taken, finally. And now we just slowly put the hurt on them. Now they all get to die again. And goodbye, Turkish troops. You will not be missed. It doesn't matter. They do not have the resources to fight us anymore. Their troops are legitimately nothing. These new guys are going straight up here. Goodbye, Mr. Afyon. You will not be missed. Keep walking. Keep walking. It's a little bit border gore, but it is effective. We've surrounded the capital, and we are sieging it down somehow. This wasn't part of the plan, but it is something that we're just doing now. Oh, and there we go. So, as soon as Turkey goes down, we're going to A, take their fleet, submit that demand, and then B, take every single one of their states, confirm an exit, and now, as soon as we get this result, we can do the well-awaited nation formation. Come to the decisions tab, you can scroll all the way down, and if you've done everything as I have, we can revive Byzantium, and you want to take this as soon as possible, because this is going to give you cores on all this territory that you just took. See all this icky resistance? All this is going to disappear in just a moment. Revive Byzantium. We are purple now. Look at our manpower jump to 700,000. Just a casual extra 8 military factories. We're up to 70 factories altogether. And now moving our entire military over to the Romanian border, we will begin to get the invasion ready. Also, while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and rebuke French investment. I told you I'm not repaying them. France isn't going to exist after a while, and that is going to completely get rid of our debt altogether. So, that's how you get rid of the Greek debt. Pay off the Brits and the Italians and tell France to go fuck itself. So, once we get all our guys in here, we're going to go ahead and call our puppet to arms, get them in, and if Romania does what I think they will, yep, they're going to full send us immediately, which is exactly what we wanted to happen. So, let's take a look with the casualty numbers, shall we? They've done 7,000 to us. Actually, nothing whatsoever. And we're just going to keep holding here. They can't do anything to us. We are way too strong. And we're not even using all of our bonuses that we could be doing. I haven't even given this dude anything. Infantry expert, sure, why not? The strat's so good that it really just doesn't matter what you do. They've exhausted all of their organization, so we're going to start pushing now. See if we can snatch Bucharest while we're here. If not, that's going to be fine. We will eventually be able to go ahead and add some more units into the reserves. Looks like they are last standing. This is actually a good thing, which means that they're going to lose all of their strength, and Romania does not have the strength to stand up to us anymore. These guys are basically half dead already. What are they going to do? The answer is nothing. They're going to die. They're going to perish. We're just going to full send into them for a little bit. Little pushes. We're going to try and snag this guy and get a little encirclement over here. That'll be sexy. Is he force attacking me? Why? Well, that troop's going to be gone here in just a second. Kind of awesome, actually. Oh, here we go. Bucharest push. Bucharest push. Get me over. Get me over. Get me over. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Perfect. And there is the Polish referendum, so we're pretty much right on time. World War II has kicked off. Man, they just do not want to give me the capital. I guess it makes sense. There we go, finally got it. And in theory, that pretty much seals the deal. I don't think they're strong enough to really put up much of a fight against me. So we'll just keep walking into uncontested territory, shall we? And there we go. Romania completely capitulated at the might of the Byzantine Empire. Now, at this point, you kind of have a few options as to what you can really do. Now, being that it is Romania, the Soviet Union will eventually demand Bessarabia from you, and you can say yes or no and choose to fight them or not. Because you can, in theory, avoid war with the Axis if you really, really want to, but what I like to kind of do at this situation is simply take this state, this state, this state, and this state for myself, take all these states for myself, then make a puppet out of all of these states, and the reason for that is I don't want a physical border with Yugoslavia in the north here. Do that and then take all of their ships for the navy building and then just leave that as is. Now, the reason for this is because I don't want to have a border with Hungary or Yugoslavia up here anyway, and especially with Bulgaria. Because if you know from playing this game any at all, Italy will eventually declare war on us because we were Greece. So if we can just hold this one little line right here, that's a lot better than trying to hold the all of it, because condensed defenses are just really, really strong in this game. All right, so now that we have pretty much all of Romania and Bulgaria under our control, along with all of Anatolia as cores, this leaves us at a point where we are essentially just about as strong as Italy. So at this point, you kind of have about 3 options with what you want to do. You can either A, take on the entire world all at once, you can claim Bessarabia for yourself, fight the Soviet Union, then get declared war on by Italy and have to fight the German Reich and just take absolutely everything if you feel like you're up to that sort of challenge. I've opted to not claim Bessarabia, and I'm just going to leave it with Romania instead of giving it to them, because I find the idea of Romania being completely annexed by Russia just because they asked for it to be kind of funny. I've created 2 puppet states that essentially keep me from being invaded from the north side by the Axis, essentially leaving me with 1 front to deal with. Now, this front is the Albania front and the Yugoslavia front, but another option that I kind of like to do because it's a little bit fun is to actually create my own faction. Now, if you keep going down this left side, you can go to the Dias Cast, which gives you an extra research slot and gives you the ability to create a faction. Very good focus. Absolutely do that as soon as possible. And in history, Yugoslavia has a pretty high chance of actually joining. Now, you do also have the option of trying to, fight Yugoslavia yourself. If you really want to, you can let them get eaten and then re-eat them back as a non-ally member. A lot of shenanigans you can do, but I personally find that it is the most fun to try and defend Yugoslavia. Keep the fighting way up here instead of in my homeland, We'll let them be the scapegoat. Another research slot, we're going to go into airframes. That's going to be good. And now, I believe I can create a faction with Yugoslavia. I can. All right, what do I want to make this? Honestly, couldn't think of a more fitting name for our group. Oh my god, Hungary wants to join? Oh, absolutely, man. Hop on in. This is... This is hilarious. I was defending against Hungary from the beginning, but now they're on my side? Oh, the Axis is screwed. So I assume the thing that'll start the war is probably the German Reich declaring war on Yugoslavia, but I'm not entirely sure about that. Things are a little bit weird having Hungary on my side, so we're just gonna have to kind of wait and see, I guess. Man, what a map. This is beautiful. All right, well, at this point, I think I want to train just a few more troops. Let's go with another full army set. We've got enough guns to make it work. We got enough manpower to make it work. Legionary Romania joined the Axis. All right, buddy. Have fun with that. Huh. That's kind of interesting. Looks like Italy's making some interesting plays down here in Egypt. Going for the little boat flank as they've been kicked out of Ethiopia. Huh. Hungary's just decided to give me 2 off-map civilian factories. I will take that happily, sir. Thank you very much. And there goes Bessarabia. So goodbye, Romania. You will not be missed. We have better Romania. Hellenic Romania down here, and he's my puppet. Come on, Italy. Go ahead and declare war. I'm going to snatch your Albania before you can even do anything about it. I feel slightly disrespected right now. They sent, like, a camel. And that's it. All right. I can take the port. Oh, that'll be nice. That'll be sick. Oh, Italy just sucks. Okay. I'm just gonna encircle like 20 Italian divisions already. Oh my god, that is so much. That is just mine now. Thank you very much, Italy, for your absolute incompetency. I will feast on this. Thank you for that. How do I even navigate this? I'm not at war with them. There we go. Italy called them in. All right, we can go now. All right, let's see how much of this we can do defense-wise. Let's cause as many casualties to them as possible. But no, I just want them to slam into me as much as they want. I'm gonna cause casualties, maybe get a few little easy encirclements. We'll have to kind of play it by ear and see what happens. But we pretty much have the entire Axis force banging against us right now, and they're not making that much progress. And we'll just keep playing defense because we're gonna cause more casualties to them than they are to us. Legionary Bulgaria wants to join the war. I don't really want you to join the war, man. I want you as a safety zone, please. Thank you very much. Eventually, they will run out of steam. It's just a matter of how long does it take. 1 million casualties already. Damn. And looks like the defense is now holding that I've organized it. And oh my god, they have so many troops on this border. They're absolutely going to get shredded the moment they declare war on the Soviet Union. They're still yet to actually hit my proper defenses. We can just leave Belgrade. I don't want to get encircled here. You can have it, guys. All right, now time for the proper defense. Here's where we rack up a ton of kills. Yeah, they're doing like nothing. These forts are holding great. Love to see it, love to see it. Well, there's 1 million casualties on the German side of things. At the rate it's going, I'm going to have the most war score very soon, if not... Okay, I already do. Already do. They have 33, I've got 38. I have done the most in this war. Let's go. That means I'm going to get the most stuff. Greece strong. You know, instead, I might do a little bit of a naval invasion into Italy, because I'm feeling like that might be a good play right now. Oh, there it is. Germany declared war on the Soviet Union, and now they're going to get absolutely curb stomped, because there is no shot in hell they can do all of this and this. All right, somebody's there. That's fine. We can definitely move that one man out of the way. Oh my god, that's like 7 dudes there. All right, move up, move up. You just start grabbing stuff, and you move over. And I guess try to just encircle that. One of you's got to defend against that. Why are there 7 dudes just chilling on Bari of all places? Take, okay, it's kind of working. It's kind of working. A little bit. 98, 99. All right, we took it. Awesome. Foothold in Italy achieved. Let's try to prevent this from getting lost. Oh, that's huge. That's huge. Maybe encirclement. That's beautiful. That's amazing. That's hilarious. That's awesome. Encircled in their own damn port. That's a joke. 2 more German divisions I can just fully encircle just for no cost whatsoever. What is this game? Why is the Axis so stupid right now? Honestly, I feel like if I just dump some more units into Italy, I've basically got this. Slowly getting softer in here. Very, very slowly, we will eventually take this. And Soviets declared war on Iran. Cool, I guess. Not really sure what that's supposed to do for me. Italy will fall, it will be mine, and that will be the end of it. Almost there. Come on. Snag it. Go. Yes, let's go, Rome's mine. And then we got allies landing. Can we push up again? Push up more. Just up the coast. All right, another little encirclement in Italy. Take that down. More kills. The Byzantine Empire grows ever stronger every day. And I think I can just walk up the coast now because, damn, they're looking a little bit thin. German troops, give them to me. And dead. Surely Italy is almost dead. They are hanging on by a thread, and all their German reinforcements are just gone at this point. They've lost them all. Yeah, just go, just go, just go. They do not have the power. All right, there is the Italy puppet thing. Oh, we got Italian troops coming in. This is awesome. Let's go. Get up here with me, my friends. We'll put an end to the Axis right here, right now. If I can get all these guys, it's like 20 or so, 20, 30. Oh, we got it. Collapse in on them all at once. Crush them. All right, that is it for them. Now it's just a matter of continuing to push until we are done. Oh, another little encirclement. I didn't even see it. Didn't even see it. They're just gonna smash them, aren't they? Yep. Oh, it's happening. Another 7 divisions down the drain. I'm just gonna start snaking to all the victory points and hope for the best. Shouldn't be that bad. Damn, you don't often see Germany defending the Maginot Line from the side of France. Peace deal time, let's go. All right, let's see how we're gonna make this all work. All right, so results are a little bit border gore, though several of these guys are my puppets. Let me go ahead and get them annexed real quick, and then I'll show you what the actual peace deal looks like. So give me just a second. Barring Yugoslavia, we look pretty damn nice. And another thing that you can do, which is very, very nice, is Byzantine. If you go all the way down the left side and get Byzantine Thamata, again, assuming I've said that right, you get access to these decisions, restore Byzantium, and because we took all of Italy and got the little puppet, we can hit this button right here, and that, my friends, gives us cores on all of the Italian states. I give it 1 second to get down below 0, and you will see exactly what I am talking about. Look at this. All of Italy is a core of us. We have 5 million manpower and 300 factories. That is insane. What do I even do with that many factories? I don't know. I actually just don't know. We are absolutely dominant now, and if we take a look at our faction map, it looks awesome. But anyway, that is going to do it for turning Greece into one of the strongest countries on Earth. Goodbye. Hello, people that watch my videos to the end for some reason. I assume you're wanting some context as to why I'm not Toby anymore, and the answer is because I have rebranded. This is because Josh is my actual name, and it just makes the backend stuff way, way easier to handle. So that's why Toby is being phased out. In other news, I have started a second YouTube channel where I have been making videos that I'm actually much more personally interested in than just doing Paradox stuff. I'm gonna be linking that here in case you're actually interested, but please do not sub to that channel if you don't actually like the content that's over there. It will actually stunt the growth of the channel if you decide to do so, so please do not do that. Anyway, I hope that explains the 2-month gap without any videos on this channel. Everything should continue as normal from now on. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed, and I wish you all a great rest of your day, and I will catch you all in the next one. Goodbye.